to tonight's play. It is rocking here tonight, and Jigs, before I throw it to you, I have to tell you, Gretzky was the last in line to come out here, and they held him off as long as they could in the locker room. And when he came out, the eyes were a little moist as we stood next to him here before he went out on the ice, and he swallowed hard about 4 times. He doesn't say much about it, but it is really tough to come back here to Edmonton, and something that he really enjoys, even though it's that difficult to go on the ice in another uniform.
Yeah, we can well imagine, Gary. We were here. Sports Channel America was here when he made his return back in October for that first game between the Kings and the Oilers. But this is a little different. Dressing in that same dressing room, being reunited with Kurri, Messier, and so many people. He has his mom and dad here. His wife Janet is on hand, and his young daughter as well. And we're just about set for the 40th National Hockey League All-Star Game. There are your officials. 40-year-old Ron Hogarth, head of the National Hockey League since 1977. 35-year-old Wayne Bonney and 42-year-old Ron Asseltine will work the lines. Sean Burke, what a story. 22 years of age. He was in the nets for 9 of the Devils' 11 playoff victories. First onto the scene as the NHL's Rookie of the Month last March. And there's the veteran, Grant Fuhr, 5'10", 185 pounds, 75 games he played last season. Not having perhaps an all-star year here in 88-89, but he's one of the reasons the Oilers are still defending Stanley Cup champs. From overhead, Gretzky and Lemieux, and we're underway in the annual all-star game. Gretzky for the Campbell Conference, laying it back to Kevin Lowe, dumps it ahead on his left side. Robitaille, played it to Kurri. Now Paul Coffey for the Prince of Wales Conference, just dumps it out to center. There's Lowe. Right side, Kurri dumps one in wide of Burke. This is Robitaille from Los Angeles, around the boards to his teammate Wayne Gretzky. Now to Jari Kurri in front to Lowe, and it's broken up by Neely. Robitaille works it to the corner for Gretzky. Centered one across. Picked off the boards by Duchesne. To Kurri, now to Gretzky. Gretzky centers, that hit his teammate, and now Kurri puts it right on target. Good stop by Sean Burke. Paul Coffey from Pittsburgh comes to center. Found a winger on the left side. They try to set up Neely, and it's broken up neatly by Duchesne. Steve Duchesne from Los Angeles to Gretzky to Robitaille. 2-on-1. Back to Gretzky. Checked by his old teammate Paul Coffey. Here's Neely, the Boston Bruins star, to Coffey. He's checked at center ice. Luke's puck. Robitaille to Gretzky and puts to Kurri. He's done it before. There it is again. Gretzky setting up Kurri. Deja vu.
You wonder how many times these two have combined to score goals on this net. Sean Burke had made a good save earlier on Jari Kurri, but Gretzky with the pass across on the backhand. Watch it right now. Gretzky will throw it across. Kurri all alone goes to his backhand and freezes Sean Burke. He stretches out but beats him easily to make it 1-0. But what a play by Kurri coming in. Leads his team in points with 78. The only European in the game. Jari Kurri takes that puck and slides it through the legs after the pass from Wayne Gretzky.
Pretty to watch. Jari Kurri, 1 minute and 7 seconds into the first period, and the Campbell Conference is on top, 1-0. Wayne Gretzky quite naturally will get an assist. Pretty 2-on-1 passing play. Now Messier on the ice for this conference, brings him across the line, right side to Mullen, and his shot changed direction. Robinson, the captain of the Prince of Wales Conference, moves it up into the center ice zone. Here's Bobby Smith from Montreal, shooting it wide of the net. Puck deflected high in the air. Evan Deneen from the Hartford Whalers plays it around the board. Joey Mullen from Calgary tapped it back. It's set up but tipped out into the center ice zone. Robinson watches it go back into his own territory. Recovering it there, Glenn Wesley, the young Boston Bruin defenseman, plays it to center ice. Campbell Conference tightening up, just turned it over, however. There's Scott Stevens out on the ice now. Dino Ciccarelli intercepting his pass. Ciccarelli playing it up the right wing board. Stevens shot it off Steve Yzerman. Prince of Wales Conference heading up again. They have Suter out on defense. Played it to the right side. Ciccarelli could not get his stick on it. Suter chasing it back to the net. There's Pat LaFontaine from the New York Islanders, working it around the boards. Ryan Mullen unable to center it. Pick up at the line, dumped in a little deeper by John McLean of the Devils. So they've got a Ranger, a Devil, and an Islander on a forward line together, Scotty.
And the Wales Conference since 75, 10 wins and only 2 losses. So they've had a big edge thus far.
They're right back in. LaFontaine with a shot, the rebound, and Fuhr got a piece of that. What an opportunity. LaFontaine, McLean, and Muller set up. Stevens and Housley on defense for the Prince of Wales Conference. The Campbell Conference leading 1-0, and that goal by Jari Kurri. Wayne Gretzky and Luc Robitaille assisted. Dave Manson from the Chicago Blackhawks plays it up the right side. Campbell Conference to Brett Hull, who's wide open on left wing, trying to come in around Bourque. That's chased back of the net. Raymond Bourque. One of the league's outstanding defensemen, Rick Tocchet of the Philadelphia Flyers, who was checked at center. Hull sends Carson over the line. He shoots, stick save by Bourque. Played up the boards. Brought up by Walt Badubny. Cross to Rick Tocchet here on the right side. Tocchet centers one. Knocked away by Grant Fuhrer. Sticks out of the corner again. They try to set something up here. Mike Ridley from the Washington Caps had a centering pass broken up. Brett Hull from the St. Louis Blues shoots from center up high on Sean Burke. Now Coffey here on the right side. Played it back to the opposite side for Bourque. What a combination. Bourque and Coffey to Brown at center. Brown, Lemieux, and Tocchet. Now Tocchet is replaced. Here's a break for Gretzky. Over the line with Robitaille. The pass to Kurri. It's kicked out. Again, they set it up. It's clear they've never been separated. Here's Lemieux breaking in. Centers on. Neely couldn't get a stick on it. And Neely. Now Brown trying to work from back of the net. Centers one. Neely turns, shoots. Pure the save. Loose puck. Brett is set up by Lemieux to Neely. And now Lemieux is knocked down in the corner, and Gretzky comes up with the puck. Wayne Gretzky to center ice. It's wide open. The pass to Kurri. To Gretzky for a shot. Good save again by Sean Burke. Campbell Conference moving into the corner. There's Gretzky. Scores!
What a play for Wayne Gretzky. I think it was Duchesne, the defenseman from Los Angeles, threw it across. Gretzky goes to his backhand once again. Gets Burke going one way, so we've been trading chances before that. Neely had a good chance, but Gretzky lurking on the far side. Here's Duchesne, I'm sure, the defenseman that throw it across. Gretzky just goes to his backhand, and Burke's going one way, and the puck goes in the net. Put him ahead.
Now two. If we can get a goal for Messier and a goal for Lemieux, we can all go home because the fans have seen what they had come for. Kurri set up by Gretzky. Now Gretzky from Duchesne at 4:33, and it's 2-0. The Campbell Conference leading the Prince of Wales Conference. Loose puck in the Wales zone is played up this left side, and into center ice comes Joe Nieuwendyk of the Calgary Flames. Dumps one in. Mullen puts it right on goal. That's Joey Mullen, who is teammate at Calgary. Nieuwendyk now back to Suter. Pass to the right side. Reinhardt set up Messier to Reinhardt again for a shot that's blocked at the side of the net. Wesley couldn't get a stick on it. Out in front to Mullen. That's broken up. Reinhardt centers one. Knocked down as Nieuwendyk. Messier, or Dineen, breaks up for the Prince of Wales Conference. He and Mike McPhee moving in. McPhee got checked at the last second. Mullen to Nieuwendyk. Up down into the Wales Conference zone. This is going to be an icing as Scott Stevens touches up. We've seen some heavy hitting. We've seen a couple of pretty goals. It's 2-0. Campbell Conference in front. With Scotty Bowman, I'm Jakes McDonald at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton. 14 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in this opening period. Some pretty goals, Scotty.
And collectively, the Campbell Conference went into the game with 66 more goals than the Wales Conference.
Worst record when it comes to wins and losses, huh? The puck cleared down. Stevens and Housley back on the Prince of Wales defense. This is Scott Stevens from Washington to Pat LaFontaine. He out there along with McLean and Muller. Ryan Mullen. Pizzarelli, North Stars leading goal scorer. They play it across into the center right zone. Dave Semenko trying to work one on goal. Now his shot just goes wide. Comes back to the left point. Allen unable to get a stick on it. McLean is given to LaFontaine. To Mullen. Brian Mullen to LaFontaine, who couldn't get a stick down. Cicerelli picks it up here in the left wing boards. Nino Cicerelli playing the cross. Dave Manson has played it down into the Wales Conference zone. Here's Ray Bourque. Bourque's pass up the middle, just out of the reach of Brian Mullen. And this will be an icing call as Duchesne goes back to touch up. 13 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the opening period. The fans are loving it. We hope you're enjoying it too. Well, business is slow at the novelty stands. You're looking at the concourse here at the Northlands Coliseum. Deserted because everybody is in the seats. 17,502 on hand tonight. They have seen Jari Kurri of the Oilers and Wayne Gretzky of the Los Angeles Kings take the Campbell Conference to a 2-0 lead. Mike Ridley of the Caps moving in. Ridley after a loose puck gets it back to Bork for a shot. Pure the save. Raymond Bork off the left point. And Pure just made it look routine. There's Bork's coach at Boston in his first National Hockey League All-Star game. What a thrill that must be, Scotty.
Well, you certainly look forward to this game because you know that last season you were in the Stanley Cup Finals. This is kind of the reward you get to choose the team and coach it.
20 years ago, Scotty coached his first of 8 All-Star games, and we're thrilled to have him in our broadcast booth tonight. You're watching Kevin Lowe chase the puck into his own zone. Jimmy Carson is at center ice. They have Brett Hull of the St. Louis Blues on one side and Gary Lehman of the Toronto Maple Leafs on the other. Bork and Coffey on defense here for the Prince of Wales Conference. This is Bork. Back to Paul Coffey. Coffey turning at center ice as Hull picks up his check. Down a hit on Ridley. Good hit by Kevin Lowe. Who said they don't hit in an All-Star game, Scotty?
The last time the Campbell Conference won, it was 9-3 in Nassau Coliseum in 83.
Look out here, 2-on-1. Brett Hull with a slap shot. Burke the save. They unload on a big slap shot off the stick of Brett Hull. Let's pause for a regional break. You're watching the 40th NHL All-Star Game on Sports Channel. Campbell Conference leading the Prince of Wales Conference as we get set for the face-off. Looking at it from high overhead here. Gretzky, Robitaille, and Kurri, the forward line. Sather and Reinhart together on defense for the Campbell Conference. Cam Neely has given the puck to Rob Brown, and now to Mario Lemieux. Back to the point. Long shot blocked in front of the net. Cam Neely sets it up. The Wales Conference. Forced back into their own zone. Robinson on one side of the defense, Wesley on the other. Forward line with 2 Pittsburgh Penguins, Lemieux and Brown. Another forward from the Boston Bruins, Cam Neely. Here's Gary Sather. Reinhart plays it up the boards. Gretzky with a pass to Luc Robitaille. Robinson drops back. Robitaille walks in. Can't get it to Sather in time. Robinson put it back in the net, but there's both Jari Kurri and Luc Robitaille. Now they move the puck to Brown. Across to Lemieux. Reinhart cuts to his right as Lemieux comes over the line with it. Mario Lemieux puts it out in front. That's cleared from the goal bar. Just one-handed it out there for Rob Brown. Slick as a whistle. Now Robitaille unable to control it. Gretzky puts it across the line to Robitaille. Back to Wayne Gretzky. On the backhand, cuts to the forehand, and Burke beats him. The rebound right into the pads of Burke. Picked up and cleared out by Stevens. Here's Mario Lemieux with Brown as they get across the line. Lemieux trying to cut in on his defenseman. Taken out neatly. Comes to the side of the net. Picked off by Stevens. Centers it across. Brown panned on his first shot. Now Pure blocks the second effort.
Third straight shift, Lemieux against Gretzky. We've had most of the scoring chances when these two lines have been on the ice. We saw the good chance that Rob Brown had. Gretzky had a good one as he swung in on the other end. So if this continues, Jigs, we're going to have a lot of scoring chances. There's a lot more room in this type of game. There's not as much body play. You give skilled offensive players room, you make good plays. Brown, he couldn't really handle this when it got rolling on him, and he still slid it right at the net.
And down at the other end, just prior to that, Wayne Gretzky had a great chance. Here's another one for the Prince of Wales Conference, and McPhee is robbed by Pure. Bobby Smith from Montreal moves him back to the net to McPhee. And there'll be a penalty on the play as McPhee was taken down. Prince of Wales gets the extra man out. There's a shot just wide of the net, off the mean stick. Bobby Smith trying to center. McPhee goes in after it, can't reach it. We get the penalty now. And it'll be coming against the Campbell Conference. We pause now for a regional break. You're watching the All-Star Game on Sports Channel America. Now you're looking at Mark Messier in the penalty box. He'll be, well, he was 28 last month and takes a holding penalty, Scotty.
Yes, and Phil Housley nearly snuck in from the point. You'll see that with so many good offensive defensemen. Virtually impossible to play solid defense in your own end with these type of players.
Now the power play for the Prince of Wales Conference. Cam Neely, Rob Brown, and Mario Lemieux. Stevens and Housley on the points. Couple of big gunners there. Stevens puts it back in the net. Lemieux centers. Neely scores. Cam Neely set up by Mario Lemieux and Scott Stevens. It's 2-1.
You know that no lead is safe in an all-star game. The Campbell Conference, 28 goals. They average, the other one 25. But here's Neely. He makes a good play by getting into position in the slot area. And watch the pass right now. Lemieux right behind that net. He just slides it. Just had enough room to get it by the post. Neely has the good hands. You get Neely in that scoring position. He's been hot lately in the NHL since Craig Janney's been back, but took the pass from Lemieux, put it right behind Fuhr before he could move.
Only 12 seconds after the penalty to Messier. Neely's goal at the 9:47 mark. 23-year-old Cam Neely, 3 years in Vancouver, down his third season with the Boston Bruins. Rookie of the Year, Joe Newendike centers, and Mullen can't tip it by the goalkeeper, Sean Burke. Out they come, Raymond Bourque leading the rush. Lead pass for LaFontaine is offside at the Campbell Conference blue line. You look at the Allender, Pat LaFontaine, and it's Ray Bourque. Let's check in with our colleague, Gary Thorne.
All right, Yvonne Lundell's joining us here. We see him on the tennis court all the time, but Yvonne, you're also involved in hockey. Tell the people about it.
Well, I'm enjoying the hockey a lot, and over here with Richard, we have a lot of fun.
The Hartford Whalers, where you're involved, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
And a part owner?
No, that's not
Someday,
true.
maybe?
No, I don't think so.
Just a fan?
Yeah, I just enjoy watching.
And Vaughn, have a good time.
Thank you.
Vaughn Lundell joining us, Jigs.
He is now, Gary, on the board of directors, all right, of the Hartford Whalers. Understand at most of their home games and travels quite often, too. Here's LaFontaine breaking it on left wing. Cuts to the forehand, puts it up on the top of the net. Pure reach, but it's in the mesh, just past the crossbar.
What a scoring chance for a young Pat LaFontaine. He's able to get in, and anytime LaFontaine's getting in on the goal, you can expect anything. He goes to his backhand, and Fjord sort of stumbles and loses position. And there's LaFontaine getting that puck, and he stays on his backhand and just about gets it on his forehand. The puck goes over and lands on top of the net as Fjord moves to the side.
And back at the bench, playing in his second All-Star game. His first ever was in St. Louis last year, where he was born. And he has his dad on hand here in Edmonton tonight. Asked him why. He said because he was so instrumental. Here's an opportunity. They score! It's all tied up as Walt Podubny picks up a rebound. The former New York Ranger, now with the Quebec Nordiques, has tied it at 2.
Right off the face-off, the puck coming back. It was Robinson took the shot. The rebound is lying right there, and Walt Podubny. Here's Robinson. He just sort of throws it across, and the other defenseman just takes the shot. And here's the chance for Podubny. He just goes to his left side, and 30-goal scorer Walt Podubny. Fjord down, and there's nobody really taking anybody out in front of the net, Jigs. And when you look at it, though, these players, 18 skaters have averaged a goal every 2 games. If you went by the law of averages and they scored 9 goals each, we could have it tonight.
We just might. We're midway through the first period. We've had 4 goals scored now. Campbell Conference opened up a 2-goal lead. The Prince of Wales Conference on goals by Cam Neely and Walt Podubny are right back. And here they come, the white flag, Campbell Conference All-Star, sending Yzerman in on left side. Steve Yzerman to Nichols, and his shot ends up in the seats. A 2-2 tie on Podubny's goal. It's been a wide-open first period. That lady's husband has put on quite a show. That's Janet Jones Gretzky. In the black, her husband with a goal and an assist, representing the Los Angeles Kings, back here in Edmonton for the 40th All-Star game. And out in front, Cicerelli was set up, only to be beaten by Sean Burke. Kevin Lowe pinching in on the left wing boards, got it to Cicerelli. Pulling it away from Housley, then centered one, and goes to the corner. Stevens from Yzerman, who puts it to the back of the net. Comes to the side of the goal, a wraparound for Cicerelli failed to click. And now the Prince of Wales Conference just moving it out to center is chased by Bernie Nichols. What a season he has had in Los Angeles. Bernie Nichols to the pass to Kevin Lowe. Shot one that was blocked by Housley and now is picked up offside, just inside the Wales Conference blue line. Kevin Lowe threw the first good hit to this game. He was involved in last night's Illusion and Magic show that preceded the annual All-Star Game dinner. And that, of course, was brought into this All-Star Game tonight when you saw the players introduced Magic and Illusion. Out of the steam or the smoke down there, 8 minutes, 18 seconds in this first period remaining.
And you know, Jake, 6 players lead their team in scoring from the Campbell and 8 from the Wales. So you've got all the big guns here.
And the people are loving it as we watch Hartford's Kevin Dineen center the puck. Mike McPhee takes it now, puts it back in the net, intended for Dineen. It's knocked away and comes up the left wing boards. Brett Hull at center ice, 2-on-1. Offside as Hull had a little difficulty handling the puck. Looked up, there was Raymond Bourque, but a winger, a teammate, well offside.
And Bourque and Coffey, people might wonder who gets the choice of